they're competing. They're going deep in counts. We just couldn't get anything offensively. And I'm amazed. We gave up 10 free bases and 7 hits. We only gave up 2 runs. So even though it's not a great night for our pitchers or our defense, those guys competed and gave us a chance to win. And we talk a lot about 1- and 2-run games in the postseason, and we just lost a 2-run game. And obviously the hitters are frustrated, and we just got to have a good practice tomorrow and come back out Monday and compete.
Okay, reminder about your cell phones. Please turn them off and identify yourselves when you ask the question, and please be specific about who the questions are going to. We'll start back here.
And let me just say, congratulations to Donato, because, the kid pitched unbelievable. Again, I'll talk about us and focus on us, but congratulations to that guy. He pitched his tail off.
Go ahead.
Tim Sullivan, Louisville Courier-Journal. Dan, Chad had talked yesterday about not giving up the free passes, and that really was kind of his undoing tonight. What did you see? Was he trying to be too fine?
It wasn't like he was all over the place. I thought the game came down to, there were 3-2 counts in our favor and 3-2 counts in their favor. And to their credit, that their guy just kept making those pitches when he was behind, when he had to. And unfortunately, Chad just couldn't, whether he walked the guy or whatever. And it's just not like Chad at all. But, when I went out there early to take the ball from him and just said, hey, we're going to need you. So, get your rehab in and get right, and hopefully we'll be using him here in a few days.
Okay, Kendall, right here.
Kendall Rogers, perfect game. I guess this is for Dan and Cole, even though he had a couple of hits. I guess what makes Donato so good? He has 13 shutout innings against you guys this year.
Dan.
Yeah, I guess no matter what, I don't think we ever have to see him again because we're in the same bracket. So that's the bright spot. Just very effective. If you notice, I think we hit 1 line drive out. Was Ty's line drive to second. Just didn't put balls in play hard. The emphasis was hit it on the ground, stay on the ball, hit it backside, which, the last couple weekends we've done a very good job of staying on the ball and moving it. We just couldn't stay on the ball, whether we, were thinking fastball and he threw some really good breaking balls, or we were in breaking ball counts. He could jam you in. And obviously he's got great numbers on the year, but he's really handcuffed us twice.
Cole, please.
Main thing I can say about Donato is he just competes, never gives in, and he just outcompeted us tonight. As hard as that is to say, he won pitches when he needed to, and we didn't get the big hit when we needed it.
Okay, we have a question back here.
Howie Lindsay, CardinalSports.com. Dan, did you hope at any point that Donato would reach that pitch count? He went 136.
Yeah, everybody's goal is to knock out the starter, especially in the first game of a tournament, and he's their number one. So I don't police their pitch counts and know when they're going to take their guy out, but we were doing our best. Unfortunately, we just didn't get enough guys on. We went, I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll count it up. There was a lot of 3-ball counts on our hitters, and we just couldn't win those at-bats. I think that's what was frustrating. It'd be 3-0, and then it'd go 3-1, 3-2, and he'd win the at-bat. And usually those are offensive counts. The advantage goes to the hitter. The batting average is in favor of the hitter, and we just couldn't win those counts. So if we'd have got some more guys on base, then I felt like we definitely would have knocked him out. His pitch count would have been even higher, but we just couldn't get enough guys on base tonight.
Aaron?
Aaron Fitt, Baseball America coach, is locked in, I guess, as you guys were last week. Did you feel like today, with some of the maybe a couple of base running things and defense things, that the team just wasn't as crisp today?
Our guys were ready to play. They were excited. At the end of the day, I give a lot of credit to their pitcher, and I know Cole and the hitters are upset that they just couldn't do enough offensively. We went 1 ball in the dirt. Lucas tried to get a ball in the dirt, and I'm trying to think. I don't know what our other play was, but credit our defense and in our pitching because again, it could have been ugly. I mean, but they kept us in the game. Again, I know the pitchers aren't satisfied, but they competed, and defensively we made plays when we had to. So fortunate that we still had a chance, 2 runs down, when at times it looked like that they could put up a crooked number, and we were able to get out of those jams.
Get back here again.
For Cody, given how early you came in, how long you stayed, what are your expectations about your ability to bounce back and possibly be available Monday?
I put a lot of trust in Jordan Potts, our trainer, so I'll be seeing him quite a bit. And our other weight trainer is down here, Zach Farrell, and he does a really good job with us. I feel like I'll be able to bounce back. Like you said, I think tonight was my career long, but I like to just be in every situation to compete. I think I'll be bounced back ready for Monday.
Okay, over here, Jim, right there.
This is for Dan. I was wondering with Whiting, and I think it was the 3rd inning, came for home. Did he miss a signal, or was he waved in?
Yeah, no, it's 2 outs. 99% of the time, we're going to send the guy with 2 outs, and I think that was our first hit of the game. And having faced this guy already, didn't look like we'd get many opportunities to score. Obviously, it's easy to second guess a third base coach and try to do it all over again. But we challenge our guys on second. It's their responsibility to get a good secondary. It's their responsibility to score on a 2-out hit. In that case, Cole hit it a little too hard right at him, and that kid's got a very good arm and didn't even risk a bounce. I mean, he threw it in the air, but I'm sure we'll watch the video just to see if Sutton was able to get a good secondary or not. And again, we're trying to be aggressive and just didn't get a lot of opportunities to score tonight.
Okay, here to the left.
Bob Valvano, ESPN 680. Dan, in 2007, you lost the first game, came back and won that second game. Can you take anything from that experience to help this team get ready for Game 2?
I realize half the field is going to lose the first game, and it's just part of it. Like I told our guys in the outfield, it's a double elimination. There have been teams that have lost the first game and won a national championship. So not that we're going to get ahead of ourselves, but we just need to go out and have a good practice on Sunday and come out and compete like heck on Monday. Of course, it's a great Oregon State team, but everybody's great out here. So you just got to fight. And like I said, we competed tonight. We just didn't have a lot to show for it.
Okay, here.
For Dan, Rick Bozich, WDRB. Donato threw 136 pitches. He wasn't drafted, but he was so effective today. What was he changing speeds? Was it location? What made him so effective?
Clearly we couldn't put a good swing on him. Even in a couple positive counts, and like I said, I think 3-2 is a positive count for the hitter. We just couldn't put a good swing on him. Were we a little big, a little long? Too many fly balls. Some of our lefties, again, Cole had a couple knocks, but it looked like they weren't picking up the ball real well. So I mean, he handcuffed us, and like Cole said, when he had to make pitches, he made pitches, and like I said, I tip my hat to him.
Okay, right here.
Michael Fellish, IU Sportcom. Cody, what was working so well for you on the mound as far as facing the Indiana batters, as far as retiring them and not giving up a lead?
I think it's the same thing that he was doing, is just compete in every pitch and just having the awareness that when you need to make a pitch, you really focus in and get that pitch. In and out, off speed was working, and I knew, you have to keep a couple of their guys off base, and they're really the motors of their offense. But that's a good team. So for me tonight, I was just focused 1 through 9 hitters. None were higher, none were lower.
Okay, one last question. Anybody? Okay. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Monday.